This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, all. Today we are going to discuss new unit. In this new unit, there are mainly two sub-units. One is resonance and another one is coupled circuits. Today we are going to discuss resonance. Before going into the resonance, there is a small review of again RLC components. RLC components with respect to sinusoidal response. RLC components with respect to single AC circuits, single phase AC. What is the response of elements with respect to sinusoidal inputs? So far, we analyze the RLC components with respect to DC only. With respect to DC input, what is the response of resistor and what is the response of capacitor and what is the response of inductor. Now we briefly go through the properties of elements with respect to sinusoidal input. Now coming to the first one, it is the resistor. Here we are applying the some sinusoidal input here. Then what is the resistor? Now consider the pure resistor here. Here mainly concentrate on what is the phase angle between the applied input voltage and resultant current. Mainly concentrate on applied input voltage and resultant current phase angle. Whether these two applied input and resultant current are in same phase or out of phase, right? And coming to the first element, resistor. Already you know resistor, right? Properties with respect to sinusoidal. Okay, here we applied some simple some sinusoidal voltage Vm sin omega t. Now we observe the response. Here this is the response. Here what this graph indicates that applied input and resultant, this one is the resultant current. Applied input and resultant current are in same phase. I is equal to V by R. Only the amplitude of the current signal reduced by 1 by R times. Then the phase of the current signal is same as phase of the input signal. Here the conclusion is, only one conclusion is V and I are in same phase. Resultant current and applied input voltage are in same phase. Just only remember, for resistor element, the input is a sinusoidal. The relationship between the resultant current and applied input voltage is in same phase. Why? Because remaining two elements like capacitor and inductor is different. That's why remember this. In resistor, both are in same phase. Then coming to the inductor, this is the pure inductor. Applied input voltage is same, Vm sin omega t. Now we observe the response. Now what is the response here? Observe here, this is the input signal. V is equal to Vm sin omega t. And resultant current, this is the resultant current. That means the final conclusion is I lags. Voltage leads by 90 degrees or current lagging in inductor by 90 degrees. Observe here this one. Here in second one, here this graph, the resultant current lags by 90 degrees. Whereas in a resistor, both are in same phase. Coming to the inductor, what happens means the resultant current lags by 90 degrees. Just only remember this concepts only. Whether these two are in same phase or out of phase, how much angle, right? Now coming to the another element. Another element is capacitor. Again, these are all some small mathematics, right? Remember here the relation is resultant maximum current is equal to Vm by X. Okay, now what happened here? Observe here this one. So this is the input signal. V is equal to Vm sin omega t, and second one is the resultant current. What is this means? Here the current leads by 90 degrees, right? Whereas in inductor current lags by 90 degrees, whereas in capacitor current leads by 90 degrees, whereas in resistor both are in same phase. Just only remember these three components. A response for sinusoidal input with respect to the phase angle of applied input voltage and resultant current. Now coming to the resonance. Now coming to the resonance circuit, here what is meant by resonance? The word resonance is applied to many circuits, not only electronic circuit. It may be applied to electrical circuits, it may be applied to some civil circuits, it may be applied to some mechanical people also. Then coming to with respect to electrical and electronics, what is meant by resonance? Resonance is the important topic we must study. Why? Because observe coming with respect to communication part, what happen means, okay, mainly in communications, especially in radio receivers. The main property of radio receiver is it is ability to select a certain desired frequency transmitted by the station, and the radio receiver rejects all other unwanted frequencies transmitted by the other stations. Okay, the main function of a receiver is it will able to receive only particular frequency and reject all other frequencies generated by some other stations. That means this resonance circuit are also called frequency selective circuits. Frequency selective circuit. In general, resonance is defined as a phenomena in which the applied voltage and resultant current are in same phase. What happens means, if a circuit consists of a RLC components, when we can say the circuit is resonance means when the applied voltage and the resultant current are in same phase. Okay. Generally, at resonance, the receiver receives the maximum amount of power, whether in terms of voltage or current or in terms of power. At resonance, it receives the maximum amount of power. And second way of definition is at resonance, the applied voltage and resultant current are in same phase. Okay. Generally, coming to the here in electrical or electronic circuits, the resonance occur when a circuit consists of a reactive elements. When a circuit consists of, in addition to resistor, in addition to resistor, the circuit consists of a reactive elements. Okay. Now coming to the resonance are two types. One is series resonance and second one is the parallel resonance. Right? What is the resonance? A resonance is defined as a phenomena in which the applied voltage and resultant current are in same phase. Right? Okay. Now there are two types of resonance. One is series resonance and second one is parallel resonance. And before going to the resonance, okay, there is a one more important parameter, that is a Q factor. Q factor or figure of merit. What is meant by Q factor or figure of merit? Already we know the resistors and capacitors are able to store the energy. Then how to find what is the performance of the resistor and capacitor and inductor in terms of their efficiency. Okay. The simple one is there is one parameter that is known as quality factor or figure of merit. Based on the Q value, you can easily estimate the efficiency of a capacitor or inductor. Okay. And observe here, it is also found simple to compare various inductors and capacitors in terms of efficiency while designing a resonance circuits. Such efficiency is measured as a quality factor or otherwise also called figure of merit. Then the quality factor is defined as Q is equal to 2 pi into maximum energy stored per cycle by energy dissipated per cycle. Once again, Q is equal to 2 pi into maximum energy stored per cycle divided by energy dissipated per cycle. Now let us derive the quality factor for inductor circuit. Okay, this is inductor, and here it is the resistor. It is some practical inductor circuit with leakage resistance R. Okay, here the inductor and this is the resistance, in both are in series. Here it is considered the resistance as the leakage resistance. Leakage resistance. Now for this one we have to calculate the quality factor. What is the quality factor definition? Quality factor definition is Q is equal to 2 pi into maximum energy stored per cycle by energy dissipated per cycle. Now here this is the maximum energy, already we know W is equal to half Li square, where Im is equal to peak or maximum value of current in the circuit. Now coming to the power. The average power dissipated in the inductor in terms of RMS value, Im is equal to Im by root 2 whole square, I square into R, I square RMS into R. So Im by root 2 whole square into R. That is equal to 1 by 2 Im square into R. So similarly, total energy dissipated per cycle is given here on this one. P by F, power dissipated per cycle by F. Then that is equal to, and substitute Q, then 2 pi, then finally you got Q is equal to omega L by R. Q is equal to omega L by R. This is for inductor. Inductor, the quality factor of inductor directly proportional to L, where omega is equal to 2 pi F. Right? Here the important observation is Q is directly proportional to F as well as L. Okay. Now coming to the secondary active element, that is equal to capacitor. For capacitor, we have to calculate the quality factor. Again, here the maximum energy stored per cycle of CV square, already we know. Energy stored in a capacitor of CV square, and again, and Vm is equal to Im by omega C. Then substitute, and these are simple mathematics, and finally substitute the values of maximum energy stored per cycle divided by energy dissipated per cycle. Then Q is equal to 1 by omega R. Okay. Here, whereas the quality factor in inductor circuit, that is equal to 1 omega L by R, whereas quality factor in capacitor circuit 1 by omega R. Okay. So is the quality factor in capacitor is inversely proportional, right? is inversely proportional to the capacitance value as well as inversely proportional to the F2 by F. Right. Now coming to the series resonance. In series resonance, sinusoidal input signal is applied to the circuit. Observe here, these three elements are connected in series: resistor, inductor, and capacitor. These three elements are connected in series. Now we have to find the impedance of the circuit. Z is equal to total impedance in the circuit. All elements are connected in series. J plus JXL minus JX, and take common JXL minus X. Okay, then R is equal to R plus J omega L minus 1 by omega C. XL is equal to this one, and X is equal to 1 by omega C. XL is equal to omega L and X is equal to 1 by omega C. Now coming to the derivation, here it is the derivation is last page. Okay, this is the derivation. Okay, according to the definition, a definition of resonance is whenever the circuit, we can say resonance, the current in the circuit is entirely determined by the resistor only. Remember this point. Whenever the circuit is in resonance, the resulting current is mainly depends upon resistor only. I is equal to V by R only. That means the impedances from capacitor as well as inductor both are get cancelled. Okay, omega L minus 1 by omega naught C is equal to 0. Okay, these two impedances are get cancelled. Then simply substitute here omega naught L is equal to 1 by omega naught C. Then simplification, omega naught square is equal to 1 by LC and omega naught is equal to 1 by root LC. And omega naught is equal to 2 by F naught. Then F naught is equal to 2 by root LC. This is the resonant frequency. That means at this particular frequency, you can say that the circuit is in series, RLC circuit is in resonance. When resonance, what happens means both the capacitor, okay, both L and C are get cancelled. Both the capacitive reactants and inductive reactants both are get cancelled, and the resultant current mainly depends upon the only resistor. Okay, now coming to the these are the phasor diagrams. Here the phasor diagrams are three cases. Below resonant frequency, what is the situation? And at resonance frequency, what is the situation? And greater than resonant frequency, what is the situation? Okay, here below the resonant frequency, here it is a voltage is lagging. At resonant frequency, both are in phase. At resonance, V is equal to VR, whereas here it is VL and VR, whereas in greater than resonant frequency, it is VL minus VC and VR. Right? So these are the three phasor diagrams, and here the conclusion here it is at resonant frequency, both resultant current and voltage, applied voltage, both are at same phase. Whereas less than resonant frequency F naught are greater than F greater than F naught. Greater than resonant frequency and less than resonant frequency, these two voltage and current are not in phase, same phase. Okay. Delayed by some phase angle, 90 degrees or 180 degrees phase angle, depending upon the values of the components. Okay, anyhow, except resonant frequency, remaining all other frequencies, there is a phase shift between the OV and I. Okay, that is about phasor. And here it is a simple problem. Here it is a problem. Here is given some values. L value 5 millihenry and capacitor 5 microfarad and given resistor R is equal to 10 ohm. And find the resonance frequency. That the resonance frequency F naught is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. That is equal to 1 by 2 pi. That is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. Then substitute here. Then the value is equal to approximately 1 kilohertz. Okay, this is simple problem. Given resistor value, inductor value, and capacitor value, find the resonance. Find the resonance frequency. Right. Now these are the properties of resonant curve. Okay, here XL is equal to omega L. This is for inductor. XL is equal to omega L. That means what it indicates? Omega is equal to 2 pi F. As frequency increases, XL also increases. That means with respect to F, the reactance of inductor also increases with respect to frequency. The reactance of inductor also increases, right? And coming to the capacitor XC is equal to 1 by omega C. 1 by omega C. That means at zero frequency, 1 by 0 is equal to infinity. The reactance is very large. As slowly frequency increases, and this will decreases, right? This curve is for capacitor, and this curve is for inductor. In inductor, as frequency omega 2 pi F, as frequency increases, XL also increases. Whereas here, coming to the XC, as omega increases, this one decreases. Now we observe here, this is the curve, resonance curve. This is for capacitor. X is equal to 1 by omega C. And coming to the, this is for inductor, passed to the origin. Then this curve is the resonance curve. This curve Z, here the Z is the impedance. Observe here, when frequency is equal to resonant frequency, resonance frequency means at this frequency, the inductive reactance and capacitive reactance both are equal. At this frequency, the impedance of the circuit is very, very low. What is that value? That value is equal to R. Observe here, that value is equal to R. Once again here, this is the complete resonance curve here. What it describes means, here the reactance of inductor increases with respect to frequency, and second one, the reactance of the capacitor slowly decreases with respect to frequency. When resonant frequency is equal to F is equal to resonant frequency, at which the impedance curve, the impedance value is very, very low, that is equal to R. So what it indicates means, at resonance only the impedance minimum, less than resonance frequency or greater than resonance frequency, impedance is maximum. Whenever impedance is low, the circuit receives the maximum amount of voltage or power, right? And coming to this curve, okay, this curve simply says that this is FR is the resonant frequency, FR is the resonant frequency. F less than FR, capacitive current leads voltage. The capacitive domination. Frequency less than resonant frequency, capacitive domination. Capacitive current leads voltage. F greater than resonant frequency, inductive current lags voltage. Okay, this is some capacitive response and this one is some inductive response. Correct? Here this one is capacitive current leads. Here this one is inductive current lags. This is about the brief introduction about resonance. Once again, here the concept is resonance concept is applied to any branch of engineering circuits, whether it is related to the civil or whether it is related to the mechanical. They are also, with respect to their terminology, they are used resonance. But coming to the electronics and electrical point of view, resonance is a phenomena occurred in a circuit consists of where capacitors and inductors are present. Okay, generally at resonance what happens means the applied voltage and resultant current both are in same phase. Okay, and second one is when the circuit is in resonance, the total current in the circuit mainly depends upon the resistor only. The impedance, total impedance of the circuit is equal to only R only. Okay, main application with respect to the communication is mainly it is used in radio receivers. Okay, internally there is some resonant coils are there. At particular frequency, they receive the frequency, it will reject remaining all other frequencies. So this resonant circuit are also called frequency selective circuits. And coming to the Q factor, it is a quality factor or figure of merit. Okay, it is a one way of measuring the quality of energy stored in a inductor or capacitor, and there is some small derivation. Quality factor in inductor is equal to Q is equal to omega L by R, whereas in commutative factor in capacitor Q is equal to 1 by omega R, right? And we consider the series resonance, and we derive the series resonance frequency that is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC, and this is the problem, right? Go through the textbooks. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Okay. Thank you for all.